Beautiful, beautiful morning. It is presently Friday, March 3rd, 2023, 7:04 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for that delay, those first couple seconds. I actually didn't know we were already live. So yes, I wanted to actually share a quick video from Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure is a clip from an episode that was released a couple days ago, in which I checked out. It's called How Actively Black Grew into a $30 million apparel brand. So this is actually my first time hearing about this product line, this brand, this company, this gentleman, all of the above. So I was excited hearing his story. I like the apparel that he's actually wearing. The style is very clean, comfortable, classic, you know, my kind of style for sure, for active leisure apparel. So as you can see, the interview was about 59 minutes and 51 seconds. I'm just going to play the last few minutes of it while I'm finishing up getting ready for this reading real quick. And I think it's a great segue into our Soul Not for Sale, episode 45, A Mentally Elevated Morning Experience. All right, so enjoy, and I will be right back.
Pitched Marvel and Disney. I showed them the deck, and they were blown away. They fast tracked the whole licensing journey so that we could get stuff in time for the movie to release, and so we were able to drop the first of our collabs with Marvel and Disney for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which has been absolutely amazing. It's opened up so many other doors. Now Marvel and Disney want us to take on some other properties that they own. So the next up is going to be Miles Morales, the Black Spider-Man. So So we'll be working on that next. And then, man, the Muhammad Ali collab, another just incredible opportunity that we were blessed with. They actually reached out. Lonnie Ali, his wife, widow, she was unhappy with how some other brands that have had that licensing with them haven't fully portrayed who he was, which to me is a microcosm of what happens in American society anyway with some of these mainstream brands. He's watered down to just be float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You know what I mean? He's watered down to just be the champion that they are molding him to be. But we all know when he was alive and when he could speak, he was one of the most hated men in white America. You know what I mean? Because of what he stood for, because of his unflinching, uncompromising stance on his blackness and what he stood for. And when she saw Actively Black, she was like, this is the brand that can actually represent who my husband was in his full essence. And so when they reached out, man, of course we said yes. And I'm honored and humbled to be able to represent his legacy in a way that is reflective of who he actually was.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned this to you when you had posted the Instagram post about the potential collab that you're coming in, and it's going to be life changing, and it's going to be legacy.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was going to text you. I'm like, I think he signed Kyrie Irving, because it felt like somebody who had been outcast. It felt in that time, and I was like, that would be a dope collab. So for the future, are you looking for, major athletes to partner with on branding?
So I'll say this much: got a couple of NBA players whose Nike and Adidas deals have ended that have expressed interest and want to sign with Actively Black. But one thing that I'm going to always maintain is the authenticity about who we are, what we stand for, and I'll put it like this. I had a meeting with Kyrie's team 6 months before all of everything that ended up happening that led to the Nike releasing him. And nobody was talking about what they're talking about now. That's the thing that's interesting to me. I've been yelling from the rooftops, hey, the same support that you're giving to Nike and everybody else, do it for a Black-owned brand. And Black people was ignoring me. And then once Nike dropped Kyrie, then it was like, man, forget Nike. We need Black. And I'm like, yo, I've been saying this forever. You know what I'm saying? And y'all weren't listening to me. And in that meeting with his team, I'm gonna just be honest with you, it didn't align with what I thought it was going to align with. It wasn't about the people in the community and everything that Actively Black stands for. The meeting didn't go the way that I thought that it would go based on what I thought that would represent. I'll say that much. And that's no diss or no slight to Kyrie. I also understand a lot of times people's teams don't accurately reflect their personal growth or what they're thinking or what they want to do at the time. Mm-hmm. So I have grace for that, but it didn't align with who we were. And I'm not going to sacrifice that for anybody. We had a Peloton deal that I pulled the plug on because they wanted us to minimize the black talk. They wanted us to minimize how bold we were. Matter of fact, it was supposed to drop today. It was supposed to be a Black History Month collab with Peloton, and they wanted to water down who we were. And I was like, man, I'm not. It's no amount of money that's gonna make me suppress who we are. You know, we're proud to be Black. That's what this is about. The name is Actively Black. You know what I'm saying? And because they wanted us to change some things that I thought would sacrifice the integrity of who I am and what this brand stands for, I pulled the plug on that deal. So with anybody that we're going to partner with or that we're going to work with or that we're going to sign, they got to understand that, you know, we're standing firm on what we are about. You know, the tagline for Active Black is there's greatness in our DNA, and we're unflinching in our boldness about our Blackness. So if there's anything that's going to sacrifice that integrity, we're not about it.
There you have it. So how can the people buy Actively Black? Tell them the website, social media, and all that.
Yeah, activelyblack.com. The socials, Actively Black on all the different socials, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. You know, a lot of people think still think I'm crazy. I'm gonna stop saying we're building a Black Nike because what we're building is much more, has much more depth to it. It's not just another apparel brand. The way we give back to the community, you mentioned the $5.6 million that we did in revenue last year. We also donated over $500,000. That's almost 10% of our revenue that was donated. There's no brand that's donating 10% of their overall revenue. You look at what Nike promised the Black community, and you actually look at the numbers of what their revenue and what their profit was and what they're actually giving back. It's less than 1%. And we can go across the board of all these different brands that have promised what they're going to do for the Black community. And it's really just this minimal thing that they feel like is charity. We're really about this. You know what I'm saying? So not only do we give back to the community, but what we're building is bigger than just another apparel brand. Hopefully I get a chance to come back and talk with you guys because there's some plans with this that involve the next level, that involve Web3, that involve some of the things that we're going to be doing to make sure our community, our people are not left behind in this new era of what's getting ready to happen in tech, and how that applies to Actively Black.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming, man. And we saw you at Fashion Week.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to that.
Yes, sir. New York Fashion Week.
The first and only Black athleisure wear company to have a show on Fashion Week.
Exactly. So it's Black History, man. We're making Black History
every day.
Yes, sir.
No, not just for a month, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Troy, housekeeping items?
Yeah, shout out to everybody on patreon.com. Shout out to everybody on EYL University. Shout out to Actively Black. I am wearing my Actively Black. My brother's here with us. He works out in his Actively Black.
Man, that's
so shout out to you. Keep supporting that. And keep supporting the merch. Earn your leisure. Obviously, we got assets over liabilities. So shout out to the merch team. Love is love, y'all.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for rocking with us. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Okay, and we are back. We are back. So for starters, that was a phenomenal conversation, you know, dialogue, exchange, interview. You know, I just had to share at least a few minutes of it. From the beginning, there was so much that he shared that I could personally relate to as an entrepreneur, a brand developer, somebody who, you know, started from the bottom for real. someone who has been unwavering in their beliefs and what they stand for and represent. So with that, it has came with challenges and obstacles and, having to make difficult decisions as far as to stay in alignment with, the mission, the purpose, the vision that is greater than me. So with that being said, I thought that, like I said, was a phenomenal interview that I encourage people, especially like creatives, producers, content creators, like people who are, putting themselves in the public eye to get discovered, to attract more attention and, um, you know, build a brand or business or anything of the sort. Um, it's important to just keep certain things in mind. I actually also heard a podcast from Your Angelic Karma yesterday that was also in alignment with this subject. Um, she talked about, her personal experience with not accepting sponsorships or investors and, signing contracts and agreements for, opportunities and situations that are not in alignment with, the truth of who she is, that would keep her from being able to do the work as she does as freely and soul intact. So yesterday's reading was A Balanced Perspective on a Mentally Elevated Morning Experience, episode 44. If you haven't yet, I encourage you to check it out. It was a lot of great information, but the King of Swords came in our crown. I'm sorry, in our core, in the root chakra of our core, which is why today we're playing a solar plexus chakra meditation for meditative minds, to help us attract and pull in, that self-confident, you know, Leo, lioness, just vibrant energy. So yeah, with the broadcast, the show, I could relate, and I encourage other people to just check it out and see what you could get from it that could be inspiring, and thought provoking and help you to, shift how you are seeing your present situation and the growth process, especially if you are um, a person that recognizes themselves as being black. It's a real thing. Us melanated people have it, I believe, a little bit more challenging than others. You know, um, our darkness, in the appearance form is, threatening to many, I've learned. And, with that, it's been a very interesting journey trying to um, navigate through a world such as that. And the prejudices that come with it, the ignorance, and the hatred, you know, it's it's a bit much to deal with, but we figure it out and we keep pushing and we build phenomenal, businesses and, projects and, different things that we do for our families and our communities that are making a difference. And we don't need to be on CNN, NBC, MSNBC, and recognized on those type of CBS's platforms. You know, I'm here to recognize those individuals who, come across my table, my radar, and deserve to be recognized and highlighted for, their bravery and their phenomenal work. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this reading quickly. Um, my voice is a little more raspier this morning. I was working late yesterday. I did some butterfly locks on a client for the first time yesterday, and that was fun. That was fun. Okay. But it did have me working a lot later last night. So here we go. Friday, March 3rd, 2023. Soul Not for Sale, a mentally elevated morning experience, episode 45. Thank you for our supporters. Let's get that banner up here. As a reminder to become a Black Card supporter if you have not yet done so. To follow us on YouTube at Pretty Profitable Grooming, on Facebook at Pretty Profitable Grooming, and Instagram at mentally_elevated. And Twitter at All Love 444. Divine guidance, wisdom, and protection. Yes. My calendar is open for March. I have updated my availability for natural hair care services, locks, twists, and braids. I'm going to be working Wednesday through Saturdays because I am preparing for travel. I want to make sure that I'm giving myself enough time when, travel is going to be involved in my schedule to make it back to work on time and not disappoint my clients who schedule online and pay deposits and reserve, time for me to do their hair. I want to make sure that I'm on time. So, for traveling events, classes, workshops, trade shows, all that great stuff that's coming up. Yeah. Let me know. Send me some flyers, drop them in, the Let's Chat box at empressblack.com. So I'll know what's going on. If you are someone in my network, someone that rocks with me, I rock with you. Send me flyers for your events, your promotions, and so forth. And, a little donation would be nice as well to come with that, flyer or those details of that event. And we'll go ahead and, share it with the network, wherever it makes sense. Okay. All right. I'm getting a cautious, slow moving energy, practical energy. Someone's in a place of reflection, thinking about, because the Knight of Pentacles, that's the energy. Someone that may have made decisions or mistakes that they're unhappy about and they want to make sure that they learn from. It could have been costly, financially, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. And, this is someone that wants to learn from their experiences. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands here. The Fool, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords, with the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. All right, this is a lot of new. The aces are new divine energy coming through. So with the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, that is an emotionally fulfilling, rewarding, inspiring, nurturing energy that is being gifted from the divine, that is prosperous in nature, but one has the responsibility to stay in alignment with the truth, with authenticity, to be able to recognize people, places, things, and situations that don't mean them any good, that are going to take away from them energetically, distract them, um, keep them stuck, trapped, you know, energies and situations that want to rob them from their happiness and keep them from their divinity, where they will receive balance and rewards, insight from the Creator, from God, from the source, from that which you come from. The Queen of Wands, crowning the Seven of Cups. This is someone who is very powerful. You know, we started out talking about the solar plexus chakra. You know, she has a yellow dress here, sitting with her spine straight, you know, with her wine, her sunflower, sitting on her throne, confident, powerful, you know, in her power so much that she can see through the illusions, she can see through the trickery, um, just things that the average person who is working with a polluted mind, a polluted energetic field, um, she can see what they can't. And because of her positioning today and that which she comes with, um, I'm seeing her as someone that is helping or going to be in some way, shape, or form helping people that are confused, distracted, disconnected, and out of alignment with the truth of who they are, but searching for the truth. The Fool, crowning the Five of Swords. This is, I'm hearing in Vogue, free your mind and the rest will follow. Um, this is someone who has ascended, and subsequently they're leaving behind um, people who wanted to manipulate them, play mind games, try to trap them some way, somehow. Um, they just wanted to fight. They wanted confrontation. I'm getting energy vampires potentially that didn't know that this energy was divinely guided and protected, covered for sure. So I'm feeling like this is the same energy. This is someone who has won some type of battle, you know, knock their swords down and like, look, all right, it's time for me to move forward now in my victory. You know, light, free, joyful, you know, present, with a heart of gratitude, confident, and, you know, leaving the BS behind for sure. We say leaving the BS behind because in the core, in the center, we have the Chariot crowning the Six of Cups. The Chariot is, you know, forward movement. That is, you know, your vehicle, your, oh, our Bluetooth died. um, that is your vehicle. That is someone moving towards someone that they're going to bring balance to. I'm hearing. With the Six of Cups, someone is coming towards someone to bring them a offer, a loving, very loving offer with the Ace of Cups here. I'm hearing rewarding and clear. There's not going to be any kind of hidden motives or um this is a really good energy going into the weekend, especially. This could be travel. This could be someone doing like a little mini getaway vacation or something like that, going near some water. And with the Queen of Cups, this is Pisces season. Indeed, it is Pisces season. So beautiful Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I'm gonna start doing better with wishing everyone a happy birthday. So why not start here with Pisces season? Happy birthday, Pisces. Um, yeah, this is a gift. A gift to our Pisces, our fellow Pisces, those that align with that energy. Um, at Empress Black, at Empress Black Network, empressblack.com, we have a collection, a library in which we get intuitive guidance from high priestesses, um, some really great, intuitive, creative, divinely guided women who provide clarity and higher perspectives that help, this type of energy to stay clear, stay grounded, stay focused, and stay progressive and moving forward in their life. Um, Water energy is emotional based, cups energy is emotional based. And with our emotions, if we pay attention in life at all, those who have more control over their emotions versus those that don't, have overall a different life experience. So, having mental and emotional strength together makes one powerful to be able to make healthy decisions, in life. But with our emotions, it is essential for us to learn how to manage them properly, especially if we want to gain or receive any type of rewards and compensation for that which we contribute and do and add value to the world in whatever we do. These are your healers, these are your psychics, your intuitives, those that are very sensitive by nature, compassionate and empathetic, that need to cleanse and recharge their energy frequently, especially when they're around and connect with other people. If they do work in which they're providing services for people, um, creatives in the beauty industry, I'm getting that's hair, makeup, nails, barbering, massage, any type of healing therapeutic services, because Queen of Cups, that's also a very healing energy. You're able to sense what other people are experiencing, what they're feeling, and, assist them in getting the outcome and results in which they want and receive from that accordingly, with the Ace of Pentacles. So, with that, you know, as I stated in the message in the beginning, it is important to recognize, trickery and, people who recognize and see your light. If you recognize with the Queen of Cups, or excuse me, if you resonate with the Queen of Cups energy, especially here with the Queen of Wands as well, this is someone who is attractive in their energy. Um, I'm hearing magical. Like they manifest, they create things, they may see and have visions of something, and then they have what they need, energetically within their personal power to create and bring things to life. So this is a very powerful feminine energy here. Um, two halves of, or one half, excuse me, of the Empress energy, because we know the Empress is made up of four queens. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups here in a high vibrational energy surrounded by all these aces. So, like I said, this message is all about reminders. Um, People are going to come and want to sign you into agreements, contracts, and marriages and commitments, trap you in, relationships with pregnancies. That's a real thing too. A lot of times, we hear men talk about gold diggers wanting to trap them with babies and all that type of stuff. But the truth of the reality is this type of energy don't need to do no type of stuff like this. This is divine feminine energy. And, divine feminine gets all of her rewards and creativity and everything, from the divine, from her divine connection. And a lot of people want to try to rob this energy of that, of those gifts that were divinely given. So any type of, Queen of Cups energy, in order to become a queen of their emotions, or, resonate with that frequency, that energy, you have to be able to discern and decipher the who's are the who's and the what's are the what's, who is coming from you, coming to you, you know, from the source, from God, from the Most High, from Allah, from Ra, whichever translation resonates with you. Okay, we know the energy and what it represents: love, harmony, peace, protection. You know, wisdom, truth, light, love. Again, not this. Not, I want to keep you trapped, stuck, confused, so I can take and harvest, your mental energy to use it for whatever I want to use it for. That's this energy here. And don't want to pour back into you that which I stole the energy from. That's this energy here. Media, the most evil device in America, takes all your energy, you know. I shared this story a few times, but when I made the connection of watching the news, in the mornings before I used to go to work. I was working at a warehouse job, and I worked like a 12-hour shift from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I would get up in the morning, watch the morning news, before I go to work. And, I started going through a spiritual awakening around that time. That was around the time when I had my auto accident in which my car flipped and changed my perspective. Okay. But with that being said, I was watching the news, and I made the connection that all of the depressive things that I was seeing every morning before I would go to work, because at that time I lived in Delaware, and we didn't have our own like local news stations at that time because Delaware is small. So we got our news from like mainly Philly with a little bit of Delaware, Jersey, the tri-state area mixed in. And it was like always, innocent bystanders getting shot in shootouts, babies in the backseat of the car with their parents getting picked up from school, getting hit by stray bullets. I'm talking about, this is the type of stories and stuff that I was waking up to in the mornings and then going to work. And then I'm like, hold up. I got an attitude. I'm mad. I want to fight. Why did they do that? That type of stuff. So the news is real life. Obviously, these are real stories, real people losing their lives. But waking up to that, made a difference in, my mood and my perspective, and how I move forward in my day. So when I continued awakening and then started coming into contact with tools like The Alchemist and, positive lectures from greats who have accomplished great things like Will Smith and P. Diddy, motivational lectures and so forth. Listening to that instead, I noticed a shift. I noticed a difference in me and how I felt, how I thought, how I moved, and so forth. So the people who were used to the, watching the news version of me didn't necessarily understand the, positive, high vibrational, listening to stuff in the morning me. Okay. And that's all good. We get it when we get it. All right. So this is our Angels of Abundance message to close this out. We have a message here on savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Okay. We've been talking about that for sure. BMF, blowing money fast, you know, getting a nice sum of money or getting money that you've never seen before in a quantity you've never seen it before. Be grateful for that, and make sure you put some aside, invest something into improving something in your personal life and your well-being, invest in something that will help you to be better and fulfill tasks and things that you have a desire to do, goals that you desire to accomplish. In a lot of cases, we need tools, resources, or we need to hire someone, to assist us. So if, you receive some type of income, small or large, because sometimes those small um, income, or small amounts can grow into something bigger, if we manage it correctly. Savings and investing. All right, sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So this here is, what people talk about breaking generational curses. That's what this is. Learning better, knowing better, having better, doing better to have better and to be better, which sums to health is wealth. You know, we talked about that yesterday. Our temple, our home, our number one home is our body, inside the homes in which we pay, to have, pay mortgages and, sign leases and contracts and agreements to, say that we own a piece of property that is a home on this earth. That is another home. Okay. Your city, your state, where you go to congregate and, worship and, pray and connect with your spiritual community. That's another home. We have many homes. And, with that, we want to make sure that we're severing these vows of poverty by connecting with the truth in those homes, the truth that resides within your number one home, your DNA, your body. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. All right, we was talking about rewards and we saying financial rewards here, that only goes together, and have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Is that not the greatest wrap up for this reading here? Does this not you know, bring everything that we talked about within this 40 minutes and 4 seconds together perfectly. Get moving. Take care of your body, fast when you need to, hydrate, with good fruit, juicing is a great way to nourish your body and regulate your body if you don't have time to, purchase, buy, cleanse, and chop up and prepare your fruit and vegetables. I know it's work. I know it costs money. So get you some juice. Start juicing, save some time, increase your energy, get active, get moving. And like Actively Black, where we started out sharing that phenomenal, brand and gentleman that is an entrepreneur in business doing great things, for, those which he represent and so forth. I think this goes together perfectly. So, this is again a mentally elevated morning experience, episode 45, Soul Not for Sale. Okay, on this beautiful Friday, March 3rd, 2023, we are present, we are aligned, we are progressive, we are moving forward in love and light and truth. Okay, and doing the best that we can with what we have to work with respectfully and responsibly. Get your attitude of gratitude journal where we, take notes, write down our aspirations, goals, and dreams, and make it all make sense. And we like to spell sense with a dollar sign. All right. Not because we money hungry and, we just don't know what to do with our resources when we receive them, but because we're the complete opposite, because we're responsible, we're fruitful, we're great stewards, of that which we are rewarded with from the divine to manage them, to invest them and to share and give, to situations that are near and dear to our hearts, for sure. Okay. All right. So have a phenomenal weekend. God willing, we will do this again on Monday with a mentally elevated morning experience episode